Hey, good morning. I think we're live. Oh, I forgot to check my... But good morning, good morning, good morning, my writing peeps. I've missed you. I feel like I've been gone. Let's see, output, input. It's working. Theoretically. Can you hear me out there? Hi guys, I'm Ann Kimbrough. Welcome to Writers Write, where we do two 25-minute writing sprints in about an hour with some talking. Me doing the talking, you muting me, hopefully, and doing your writing. But how have you been? I've missed you. I've been traveling. Hey, Allie! Cheers. Good morning. How are you? High five. High tens. How have you been, girlfriend? I hope good. Yep, I've been away, but I'm back, and that's the end of the traveling. We had a good time in Disneyland. Oh my gosh, so much to tell you, but it was fun. We had fun. How could you not have fun in Disneyland? Don't ask me what it cost, because Disneyland is not cheap. But, you know, good memories were made, which are priceless. Hey, Yvette, how are you? Welcome back, girls. I hope all is well. Oh, you just got off work? Whew, 9 hours. That seems long. Is that long? Oh, you just barely got off the bus. Thanks for tuning in so fast. I appreciate you. I guess you must have those notifications hit. Good girl. What have you guys been up to? I missed you. We were just playing, having fun, walking our feet off. But I feel like I've done this now, Disney exercise. I need to get a treadmill or walk around the neighborhood, right? But it's been fun. And I got to just totally shut off the brain, that creative brain, and just do something. So that was nice. Having off this week and last week, I was off almost really 10 days. So having all that really kind of clarified things and made me go, what projects should I be focusing on? And try to limit them, because that's my issue, is I always have multiple projects. So I found 3, which obviously the podcast, and then I have that paranormal cozy mystery. I finally figured it out. I don't know why, at like 10,000 feet in the air flying. I just had a breakthrough and wrote down a bunch of stuff. So I have that one, and then I have that other one I'm doing that's a public domain kind of mashup. So those are going to be my 3, and I'm going to stay focused for now. For now, it's all very clear what I should be doing. So I shall do it. How about you? What's up? What you been doing all week without me? I hope tons of writing. Tons and tons and tons of writing. Oh, wow. I'm going to get well, it's still only 2 minutes after the hour. I'm going to wait till 5 after the hour. Then we'll start our first writing sprint. Let's see. I think what I need is on this computer. If I get it set. Yeah, my paranormal cozy mystery. Which I really need to. And then I made notes the old-fashioned way. Wonder where they... Oh, I even bookmarked them. I can open the bookmark. All right. Just pages of stuff. I'm going to try to translate that into something. I don't really have space for... I need a... So how have you guys been? What's it like in your part of the world right now? California. So I was in Anaheim, California. It was good. Some good food. Had some really great food. Went to this new place called Vegged. VEG''D. Man, I hope they put these stores everywhere. So vegetarian food, so it's all plant-based, but delicious. You wouldn't know, I guess you'd know, but delicious. Really delicious. You can't say that about all vegetarian. So we ate there twice. Sort of going and coming from the airport, it made sense to stop there. And of course, then the rest was Disney all the time. My feet really still hurt. The soles of my feet are just like, well, what you can do? your job at Disney is to stand in line and walk. That's it. It's the Disney workout. They do have that new, well, they have Star Wars Land, which I'd done in Orlando at Disney World. But we had to do it again. And then they have the new Avenger Campus, I think they call it. So it's on the California Adventure side, and it's like a Avenger World as opposed to the Star Wars World, which is on the Disneyland side. I mean, honestly, I feel like now you need almost a degree in Disney to figure out all their stuff. And because it's always changing, so it's sort of like, don't remember this too long, because it'll be different the next time you try it. But yeah, there's a lot of loopholes, and got to get on the app at a certain time and hit this button and refresh until you get a boarding pass to go in this special area. I didn't love that part, but you know, who would? Anyway, it was fun. It was fun. All right, I'm going to get you started writing because I need to transpose or figure out my notes. I'm writing today, she said, as she said a million times before. But let's get everyone going, right? Let's all be very productive today. On your mark, get set, write. This is our first 25-minute writing sprint. Woot, woot. Woot, woot. Can I get a woot, woot? Can I get a woot, woot in the chat? I'm glad you guys popped in because I thought you'd have forgotten me. I'm glad you haven't forgotten me. All right, now. This is going to be wicked because I have like 9 chapters of the story and then I figured out something that had to be added. I'm going to have to be brutal. You ever done that? You ever had that? Oh, let's see. I think I could put that in here somewhere. Also have to be careful when you add stuff that you don't go nuts on your page or your word count per chapter. I work in Canva, so it's really a good, has a really good, you know, allows you to see just what you're doing per chapter, word count wise. Yeah, see, I'm somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 words. That's a lot. 3,400 words. That's okay. That's a nice size chapter. All right. Oh, is there anything? Oh, said I had 9 chapters, but I see that chapter 6. Oh, those are the new ones I added. The paranormal. I added 2 chapters, or 3 that are totally blank. Oh no, that's got some. 2 chapters about the witchy paranormal part of this story. So I really only have 7 chapters written. So that's good. It's a nice way. I'm going to do at least 20, probably more. Might be closer to 30. This is going to be a, let's see, 60 to 70,000 word book. I don't know if it gives me a total word count. I might have to do math. The secret. A 1-word chapter. Thanks, C. Let's see, you come up as CF. Hello. What are you writing? A 1-word chapter. It's been done. I know. But no, I'm not going to write a 1-word chapter. Tempting. Even a 1-word outline would be hard. Shortest long book in the world. If every chapter only had 1 word. It's hard just to come up with a 1-word title if you title your chapters. Which I usually do. Cozy mysteries tend to like that. But, I mean, that's per genre and I guess author's taste. I don't know if anyone's going to, like, look at you funny, but... maybe they would. Alrighty. We still have 21 minutes in this writing sprint. Let's make them count. It's just hard to crush your little puppies. As in writing words, changing my words. I wonder if I should just transpose this, or transcribe it would be the better word. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Do you guys work in Scrivener? That's what I work in. Let's see, I need to add new text. Groovy. Oh, so this is, I'm gonna say new stuff. Good type. All right, now we're cooking with charcoal. I don't know what we're cooking with. It's too early for me. No, I've just been playing hooky for so long. I have still been getting up quite early. The flights were early. Got up at like 3:45 in the morning. I mean, that's just not right. It really isn't. But it's sure easy to get to the airport at that time of day. And on the flight, there's like nobody there. I'm sure those flights are for commuters. I mean, I could have gone later, but then it wouldn't have been a direct flight. It makes no sense to have a one-stop flight from Las Vegas to Anaheim. I mean, frankly, Anaheim is so close that by the time your plane gets to cruising altitude, you immediately start to descend into the other airport. I mean, I think for some reason it's a bit longer going. Guess you're into the headwind. Coming back, it's a 37-minute flight. However, when you calculate the time that you have to get there early and return the car or whatever, it's still probably, that's still the same amount of time it would take you to drive, because you do have to get places early. You know, especially if you're checking bags, but I digress. I'm typing. Can you hear that? It's very ASMR-ish. ASMR-ish is the word I was trying for. Oh no! I crossed out something. Now I can't tell what I meant to say. Okay. Okay, I got it. Reading your own writing can sometimes be a challenge. Oh, wow. Come on, finger, don't fail me now. Lost my spell. Or... Don't mind me if I talk to myself while I write. Sergio, how you doing? Good morning. How have you been? Cheers to Serge. Thanks for popping in. How's everything? How's David? I hope he's doing well. I'm actually writing today. Hey, Allie. Did you finally get somewhere? I mean, if you just stepped off the bus when I started. How's the kiddo? How are the rabbits? Is everybody, do you have dinner prep to do? It's so fun how we're all in different time zones, yet we can come together. It's nice. It's a good community of cool people. Let's see. I was branching off in my thought here. Bunnies are hungry. Feed the bunnies. I guess they're happy to see you. It's nice to be wanted, or at least needed. Alrighty. Not bad. Wish I'd written more notes. They're not really notes. I wrote basically a page of book and 3 notes. How are we doing on time? 7 more minutes. Yay! Is that all I wrote? I only wrote on the flight to California. All right, I'm gonna have to work on that a tad bit later. Okay, don't do that. We do have 6 full minutes left. More than 6. So make them count. Oh. I guess that's wrong. Dangnabbit. Can't do that now. I need information. All right. Decided to make excuse me, for my upcoming podcast launch on Halloween, I've decided to make like a 20 days out, you know how in movies they have like when political campaigns, they put on the wall a number and they rip it off when they get, like, if they're trying to get a certain amount of votes. When they get those votes, I'm going to do something like that. I'm not going to put it on the wall because that's pointless. But I am going to make a page for each day, 20 days out of the launch. I mean, I could start it now, but I still need all my prep time. So, I mean, the one thing I have to do is editing, my podcast editing, which that's ongoing. But I have plotted it, and I do have enough time to get, I think, almost all of it done before the launch. And I don't even have to get it all done. I just have to get, a big majority done, because I'm going to release like 3 episodes at a time, like a week. But it's all good. I mean, I know how many. And there's only 22 episodes for season 1. And then we're going to just promote the heck out of it. So it's all the promotional stuff that I have to do, and some things have to be planned out ahead of time and plan all the ads. So I'm writing all the show notes, and so I've got a whole list of things that have to get done in a really, I don't want to say professional, but in a really far-reaching campaign kind of way. I want to hit all the bases, and usually I'll do, like for books, I'll do like one ad, and then I'll, do a little social media to promote it. Like if I have a free book or whatever, new book. So this is going to be way different. I want to reach people that I don't know. Most of my stuff is, I just promote to people I do know. And that's not really smart, is it? So maybe I'll learn something about all my promotions. But we're gonna go big. Gonna go big on the podcast. Excuse me. I haven't spoken enough today. And I miss talking to you guys. Oh my gosh. It's like talking withdrawal. But yeah, so I'm gonna do, and I might just do it on pages. I might just get like a ream of paper, and it'll be like day 20. You need to, I don't know. That's the part I got to figure out. What are the things have to be on each page? Which things do I want to do that I have to set up 20 days out? Because there are promotional things that you can't just do the next day. Things have to be approved, even ads. You have to factor in a couple days for approvals. So it's kind of like a rolling promotion, because you can't ever say, oh, it takes 5 days to get the promotion. Yeah. It could take a week. It could take a couple days. It could take a few hours. That's the fun of it. Anyway, luckily none of what I'm putting out there has to be that defined. I am going to, the launch date is Halloween, but, excuse me, but it's kind of going to be a rolling start as well, because that's not how Apple works as far as iTunes, putting your podcast on iTunes. I'll really have to have it. I'll have to have it. I can't talk. Excuse me. Going from the Anaheim climate back home, I can really feel it. It's so dry here. In Anaheim, it felt so damp. I mean, I'll have to tell you about the one disaster that was very funny for other people at Disneyland. But yeah, which totally proved that don't get something damp. Don't get something wet in Anaheim right now, because the humidity that's in the air there, which it doesn't seem like it's that much, but things do not dry unless you put them in a dryer, which we didn't really have access to one that I would wanted to use. Our first writing sprint is almost up. Woohoo! How'd you do? I did good. I got a couple pages, added some notes of things I want to work on. Now it's time to do the coffee. Our ASMR coffee version, or segment of the show. Shazam. I mean, I was drinking coffee, but this was half calf. That, I'm going for the good stuff. The Tim Hortons coffee. But anyway, so the disaster at Disney. You'll like this one. They have a ride on the Disneyland side called Splash Mountain. Do you know this? It's like a log ride, and I think it's Briar Rabbit and whatever that story is it's based on. So kind of Winnie the Pooh world, but not Winnie the Pooh. But anyway, it has that kind of theme. It's all woodsy, and it has several dips. You're in a log that holds 4 people, and you're going through this water ride around. And the first part's just sort of like plain and sweet. There are a few little dips, but minor. And then, of course, the last you do, whoosh, you come out of this mountain and you definitely take a nosedive, and water goes everywhere. Well, the ride had been down most of the day, and my son really wanted to do it. And I'm like, I don't want to get wet, But we had done Splash Mountain a lot over the years, and usually saved it to the end of the day. So if you did get a little wet, you just, it was the end of the day. You were okay. Plus, it's dark at the end of the day, so no one even sees how wet you are. Of course, it's hard to get dry at the end of the day because there's no sun. But anyway, we decided to do it. I just wanted to go along with the gang. I didn't want to be left out. Although I did not want to do this ride. So we were 4 people. So we're in the log of 4. My husband, me, I think, my son's girlfriend, and then my son was in the very back. And the ride had been down, so I think they must have filled it with a lot of water. So I knew we were in trouble when we first got into the log because it was wet inside the log, like where your feet were. And that's a bad sign because usually there's no water in the log. And the very first little dip, the water rushed from the front to the back and your feet got soaked. And you're like, oh, I could live with wet feet, no problem. But then when you hit the water, then the water came in on us, and I was drenched in like my pants were all wet. But then, of course, then the next one was even worse. Honestly, long before it got to the final splash, I was wet head to toe. There was definitely water that came over. I was dripping. I was holding onto my glasses. I was really afraid my glasses were gonna just slip off my nose and I'd lose them. So that's one of the rides where they take your picture when you're doing the final dive, and I'm holding my glasses like this and trying to, because you really want your hands holding yourself because you're diving, or most people raise their hands. I was not doing that. So I was like, I have to put my hands here, and oh no, I have to hold my glasses. I got out of the ride. My husband and I were completely wet. Seriously, head to toe, everything. I think there was one little section of my inner thigh that was not wet. The jeans you could see were dry, and dripping wet. And that was probably like 9 o'clock. The park was open till 11. So, I mean, we were done. I mean, we were dripping wet. My hair was wet. Everything was wet. Ah, it was a mess. Thanks, Serge. So, yeah, we said to the kids, hey, you guys just go have fun. I mean, they're adults. So it was nice for them to have some alone time. They didn't get wet. So they got a little wet, but they were like, oh, my shoes were wet. I'm like, oh, really? Look at me. They couldn't really appreciate how wet we were because it was dark, right? But my husband and I, man, that was not a fun walk back to the hotel. We were near so we could walk, but it was still a walk, and it was cool, you know. I've never gotten that wet ever on that ride, let alone any ride. It's not fun. It's not fun. I seriously don't know how they did that. You know, why they would do that on a ride. But, you know, I bet some people love it. I would have loved it if it was slightly warmer night and if I was slightly less wet. I don't mind, getting a little wet. I mean, wet. How many times can I say wet for you to understand it? So those clothes never dried. I mean, I didn't expect them to, but we hung them up. Ooh, a lot of cream. I'm going to use it up. Cheers. Anyway, it was funny. I was definitely laughing. And I didn't mind leaving early, which is strange because I like to stay to Disney till the very end. You have been listening? Or you have been listening? Anyway, I was a drenched rat. Basically. Oh, and I lost my black cap. That was my fault. So this is my new one. I figured the old one was getting a little sketchy, so I got a new black cap. Let's see. The black cap I didn't lose on the Splash Mountain ride. I lost it earlier in the day. I left it on one of the Millennium Falcon ride in Star Wars Land. I put it in, and we were rushing, and I didn't pull it out. So dumb. You used it all. My creamer. It was just enough for that. Honestly, so we got back last afternoon, too late to go to the grocery store. And so this morning I went, oh my God, I'm not going to have enough creamer. So that's how much creamer I use. But I used it all because that's it. I got to get new creamer. And you know me, it's more like I have coffee with my creamer than creamer with my coffee. It's the little things that make us happy. All right, let's get our next riding sprint going. It's time. Past time. On your mark, get set, right. We have another 25-minute writing sprint, so you can do your best. Let's see. Oh, the hats. Thank you. Whoa! Way to go, Yvette! You made it to the recently added section on Vella. It was disappointing? Oh, wow. Only 2 days? She's like, hit the timer. You should have... I got there, I think, just as you maybe put that there. Or I didn't read it. All right, the timer started. Mute me and go right. Well, hopefully that you'll see some kind of bump in your sales for hitting that recently added. So you proved it can be done without paying somebody. Good for you. All right, I see a bunch of emojis coming up. Why hasn't it popped up on my... Oh, I haven't actually logged in. Thanks for the emojis, whoever sent them. They're not showing up on my chat. I'm going to sign into chat, then maybe I can see some stuff. All right. There she blows. No. Still not in the chat. Man, I just gotta tell you, it just felt so good to turn off the creative brain for a while. I can see some stuff. Yeah, there's me. There's me. That's wrong. It felt good. Because to me, that creative brain is always on. Oh, I'm in chat. I still don't see all the emojis. Someone put a ton of emojis up, and I guess the system cut it out. But thank you. It was probably Allie. She's good with emojis. All right. Yeah, I gotta say, I haven't done much with Kindle Vella. It's not on my 3 things, so I'm gonna... However, I keep getting downloads for my audio drama. Maybe that'll be a November thing. I think that should be a November thing. Once my podcast is launched, there's stuff I have to do every day, but all that editing weight or stress, it's not stressful. I mean, it takes about 2 days. 2 days, maybe with a little wiggle room, to edit. So that's good creamer. Yeah. Oh, I can't do that. But I do have a mind to good list. And you know what? I'm going to take good notes on my promos. Am I launching them? Let's see. What's that? And I will share it if anyone's interested. There we go. It's been fun compiling all the information for the show notes. Excuse me. It's a lot of work. I'll give you that. Lots of work. Thought I had some of them done. I know. Interesting. Very slow to clicker. That's clever. I was looking at some old pictures from a New York trip, and I realized they'll be perfect to use for some of my. I've got to do like a about section. I want to have some kind of promotional. Promotional section on my I Scary podcast page or website. And I've kind of put off figuring that out. But now's the time. But when we were in New York, I think back it was in the good old days of 2019 in December. We ran across this pop-up kind of art show in New York, which New York is so fun for cool stuff like that. And it was this light display. It was sort of a mix of light and music. And so we just went through it, and you just walk through it and experience it. It's free. I'm sure it was sponsored by some like Boys or something like that sound system. And we took a ton of really cool pictures, and the lights were really amazing. So I think I can use the pictures from those. The light design, I don't think anyone's going to say, hey, I designed that. Because it's mostly us in this space. And you can't tell where we are. So I'm going to do some playing. I need to put that all on Dropbox so I can play with it on my computer back here in Photoshop. I just constantly feel like I'm shifting things from one computer to the next. With a little work in between. Whoa, that coffee's making me hot now. It's good. Oh, it's well worth it. Okay, there's this new place. I don't know how new it is. It's new to me in LA called, I want to say 7Ts. Like it's like the number 7 and then is it tea? Like I'm gonna look it up. It's a coffee tea. I think it's like Korean coffee tea place. So I'm sure they have that boba kind of tea. Oh, 7Ts. I think that is it. I'll know by the logo. I didn't realize. Best Korean coffee. Oh, there it is. 7 Leaves Cafe. Good one, Ann. Oh, yeah. This is it. So 7 Leaves Cafe. Leaves. Like leaf of a... I guess it's tea leaf because it's really a tea place. But they have coffee. And it's all iced. And they have like the house coffee. So it's Vietnamese coffee with all this creamer iced. And they put that like, it's a sealed top that you stick your straw through. It's the best. So my son knew about it. We had it while we were there. And because we just happened to drive by one and he knew what it was. They're putting one in here. And we actually drove by it on the way out of the airport coming home yesterday. And it looks pretty close to done. So, yay! More places to buy coffee. It was really great because it's like some kind of pre-made thing. You know, I usually, so my point, what I was getting to was that it's iced. You have to have it iced. And I usually don't do iced because there's something about warm coffee I just love. But it was good. Iced, especially, you know, when you drink the hot and it makes you hot. You're starting a new story, Vet. Yay. On Kindle. You can just do Kindle Unlimited. So, do you want to weigh the pros and cons? I have that same. I have done that debate, and I'm sure I've mentioned it here. But I mean, what's the option? Like releasing it as a vella, or releasing it? Is it fiction, nonfiction? What are the points that you are like weighing of doing it Kindle? Or are you just saying, I don't know if you're saying maybe Kindle Unlimited or versus Kindle, or Kindle Unlimited versus Kindle versus versus Vella. My feeling is that whatever you do, there's a certain amount of work no matter what. There's this level of work to produce a book. And it's where it's easiest. Do you raise that bar of work up to here or here when it comes to finding your audience? And for me, Kindle Vella requires you to raise the bar way up to find your audience, where Kindle Unlimited is more user-friendly, so it's easier. Fiction. Well, I also feel that fiction is harder no matter where you sell it. It's more of a nonfiction market. More people are searching Amazon for, a specific thing, self-help. So for fiction, I just feel like you've got to find your audience. So if you can already tap into an audience that you can drive to your book, then it really doesn't matter where you release it. But I also like the fact that you could get you can get the paperback as well. To me, that does help sell the Kindle. I mean, it's a Kindle world. I mean, that's where most of the sales tend to come from. I mean, depending on the kind of book. But for fiction, I could kind of say that and not feel bad about it, being told I'm wrong. But everyone has different experiences. Mine should not be used as everyone's example. Oh, your readers don't have it. True. Vella's only in the US, so there's that. Well, even if you're in Kindle Unlimited, that doesn't matter. I mean, to me, Kindle Unlimited opens you up to all those people that do have it. So I go in all the time, and I can see I have a lot of people that read my books under Kindle Unlimited. So that's for a cozy. So those cozy books have a lot of Kindle Unlimited reads, and I can see it. They break it down. So for me, in my genre, I would say, yes, it's good. But the other thing is, if you didn't do Kindle Unlimited, that means that you're going to do your own advanced distribution in some way. So are you? To me, that's a lot more time, a lot more knowledge. So I leave that up to you. You're a really smart girl. I bet you already know what you're going to do. I don't think you need a push from me. But I like the debate. I like to hear your reasoning. Yeah, but for me, it's a no-brainer. I always do Kindle Unlimited. And I do see reads with it. So, interesting though. Very interesting. What did I do with those books? Oh, here it is. So, and then produce the paperback. So this is a short paperback. My thing was, I definitely had my cozy mysteries. I knew they would all have to be Kindle. There was no question of them really ever being paperback. So this is it's about 137 pages with the About the Author page and chapter 1 of the next book. But it makes a nice little book. And the point of having this nice little book is it makes the Kindle look even better, like a better deal price-wise. But it's nice to have a book. And it's very easy to do. And to me, the only thing holding me back from doing it was the fact that it was such a short Kindle book. Do Vella then Kindle? There is that. I've heard that people have that or are thinking about doing that. Yeah, at any point. So to me, to me, vella works if you have a work in progress and you want to release it, chapter by chapter. At any point, you can decide it's done and take it down, and then make people buy the book to read the rest of it. Would that make people mad? I don't know. But yeah, you can totally do that. I still am missing that part of vella where you're putting a work in progress out there for people to give you feedback, because there's no way to really get that feedback. I feel, unless they give you the feedback in the reviews, which that's that can kind of work against you, because how do you give something a 5-star review, which you would want a 4 or 5-star review, if they are giving you notes on how to improve the story? I don't know. The other thing to consider, and I've read your stuff, Yvette, so I do believe, I thought you formatted it. Well, that was the nonfiction though. I have noticed that some people don't format their Kindle Vella properly. They kind of aren't capitalizing things or punctuating it properly. So I don't know, to me, maybe that's acceptable when it's a work in progress. So there's another level of how you have to really finish a book. To me, if I'm putting something on Kindle, I'm going through, well, I'm doing the same with my Vella, because I don't know, I'm a freak about punctuation. I need everything to look professional. So I put as much work into my Vella as I do. Well, that's not true. I proof something that goes to Kindle, especially if it's going to go to print, but still the same for Kindle. I need it to be proofed by readers. It's not just going through me. So my Kindle Vella stuff, I have proofed it. Yeah, but that's not good. That's not enough feedback. Yvette's saying the feedback is through the activity, the thumbs up and the crowns. To me, that's not what... So if you went to Wattpad, to me as a comparable kind of entity, Wattpad allowed readers to give you direct feedback and say stuff like, oh, I really hope this happens. Or, it gave the reader an options for their writing the whole story. Now, not that every writer would even want that, but that to me is the feedback of why you would put a work in progress out there into the world. Otherwise, I don't get it. I don't get why. To me, it's a lot of danger. No, I didn't say you. I didn't say you weren't using punctuation. I just said I've noticed that in reading, because I've gone in and I've read the top people. I've read the ones that are ranked, and I've been most of them are, but it's almost 50-50. If not, I don't know how it shifts, but I've come across a lot of books that did not have proper punctuation, and in Kindle Vella, yet they're still ranking. So I don't know. I just couldn't do that. I mean, and obviously you couldn't either, but I just think that Kindle Vella, since it's supposed to be a work in progress, has a little more leeway for those kind of issues of how well it's proofed, your spelling mistakes. I mean, I try really hard to catch mine, but you miss them. I mean, I can read any book. I could pick any book off the shelf anywhere, and I can find a mistake in it. So even the professionals, and they pay people to do it, aren't perfect. But, pretty much, I feel like they used to be. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't as picky before. Oh, that's a good point, Allie. It could be. But, I mean, to me, it is built into what Vella is about. Maybe it is just about someone that wanted to take a shot at writing. So to me, that's into the mix where if those people uploaded their books to Kindle. Oops, who's calling me? Oh, it's my dad. One sec. Sorry. Gotta take this. Hi, Dad. I'm good. Are you okay? Could I call you back in just a few minutes? I'm doing my online show. Everyone's saying hi to you. Okay. I'll call you back in about 15 minutes or so. All right. Love you too. Bye. My dad. He said to say hi. I got to go over and get him some groceries today. Oh. So, Allie, if you're thinking of deleting yours and just doing Kindle, what was your reasoning to put it on Vella? Just to test it out? And what's your reason to take it down and put it on Kindle? Inquiring minds want to know. Thanks for saying hi. Yeah, he said hi back. Thanks, Sergio. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously it's one of those things that as a writer, you got to do what's right for you. To me, ultimately, I write stuff to find an audience. I mean, and the way you judge that is on sales, that you're finding your audience. So that to me is easier to do on Kindle because it's been around longer and set up for it. There you go, Allie. See, you summed it up right there. Well, the thing is that no matter where you put your book, I think it's going to be hard for someone to just stumble upon it. And you've got to generate that initial audience that can then explode and naturally find it. But you need to point eyes to your work wherever it is. Do you think that's true? That the Vella, they want it's teen romance driven? I don't know. Has it been around long enough for anyone to say that for sure? Maybe teen romance stories are the thing everywhere, but there are big markets in several genres are quite huge. I can see you're not a Vella fan. Well, I'm not putting anything new on Vella, I'll tell you that. And I actually, though, what was good about Vella for me is it made me do something with material that all I had done with was the audio drama. And it kind of made me want it. You know, I've created 9 episodes and I've only at number 4 with my audio drama. So the others are built in, ready to go audio dramas that I just have to read because my audio dramas for that are more advanced or enhanced ebooks or audiobooks. So so that makes it nice. I kind of helped me work that machine. Yeah, I'm really impressed, Yvette. You've done really good to drive people to your stuff. And you've also picked topics that people are searching for, which this is like win-win. That's what you do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it'll go global, don't you? I mean, how could they just keep it to test here? I don't know. I don't get that. Why not test it everywhere? The audience is global. I hear you, Sergio. I'm the same. I do want to put out the best product, if that's what you're calling it. But it does take a lot of work. Right, I hear you, Allie. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. I mean, you were able to put it up there, so why can't you promote it on your social media for people in the United States? Or do you feel like most of the people that you're connected to aren't in the United States? But I mean, understand if you've got a mixture of people. So like I have a bunch of family in Canada and they saw me on social media talking about it and they're like, we can't get on. I'm like, yeah, sorry. I know. There is that conundrum. Well, Yvette, let us know what you figure out. Oh, there we are. I've totally buried my timer oh my gosh, I really buried it. I can't find it. It's under all these pictures. There it is. Oh my gosh. The timer. All right, guys, we did 2 25-minute writing sprints again. We're awesome. I actually worked this time. And Yvette really worked. I can tell. Let's see. Oh, you're all in the UK. Yeah, it makes sense. That's where you live. Well, think of it this way. They're working out the kinks before they go wide. Yeah, okay. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Oh, you're so funny. That is a compliment. Hey, Serge, you speak 2 languages, so you're already way ahead of me. Bye, Allie. Have a great evening. Great weekend, everybody. I'll be back. I'm back to my normal schedule. Mondays and Fridays at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope you come again to do some writing and some chatting. Bye. I really appreciate you coming, Allie and Sergio and Yvette. And who else came in? Oh, CF, whoever CF is. We'll catch you guys on the flip-floppity-flop. Whatever that is. Thanks again. Take care.